Welcome, class. As you can see, we're not in a classroom. Thanks to the coronavirus, we've been kicked out of our classroom and we are now going to be outside. So you might see me in different locations. Where might I pop up next? I don't know. Anyway, we are starting chapter 5 and we are in section 5.1 and we're going to be talking about the coordinate plane. And the coordinate plane is made up of two axes. The one that's the horizontal is what we call the x-axis. The one that runs up and down or vertically is what we call y-axis. Now every coordinate plane has 4 quadrants, and we start over here at this top right one and we call that quadrant 1, and then we go quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. And we say that I see 4 quadrants to help us remember which direction we go. Okay, so when we plot anything on a quadrant plane, we have 2 points. We have an x point and a y point, or what we call an ordered pair. An ordered pair is made up of an x and a y. So if I wanted to graph something on this point, on this graph, I could have a point, and I could have it like such as 2, 3. And how would we graph that is if we have our little x and y. Here's x, there's y. This 2 goes with the x's and the 3 goes with the y. So what that means is this is like a number line here. So this is 0, 0 here in the center, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and these lines go all the way up and down. And this would be -1, -2, -3, -4 this way. The y-axis has the same thing. We go positive would be 1, 2, 3, 4 up, and -1, -2, -3, -4 going down. So if I wanted to graph this, I would start at 0, 0, and I would go over to the positive direction on the x-axis 2 places. That would be 1, 2. Now I don't drop that point there because that's just telling me that I'm on this street or avenue, 2nd Avenue. That's somewhere along up and down that that second line right there. So now I need to go on the y-axis to a +3. That means I go from here and I go up 3, so then 1, 2, 3, and where are these 2? Watch my head here. Meet. Oh, yep. Right there is where our 2, 3 would be. It's over 2. It might be just a little bit more over. Just apologize, guys. My camera person here is helping zoom in a little. So I go over 1, 2, and go up 1, 2, 3. All right? Okay, I'm going to change my markers so that I don't have to keep drawing my new coordinate plane here. And we're going to graph another one. Let's graph it at... Oh, by the way, what quadrant is that considered to be in? That's in the first quadrant. 1, C4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, I have it right there. So let's pick another point, and I'm going to use the point -4, 0. And it's now going to be in blue, -4, 0. So -4, 0, the first one is my x, my second one is my y. So that tells me that I need to start here, and I need to go which direction on my x-axis? To the left 4. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need to know if I go up or down. My y is 0, so that tells me I don't move. I stay right there. So in this case, it's right here. And here's a question. What axis? What axis? Look, I gave away the question. Gave away the answer. What quadrant is this in? It's not in a quadrant. It's on the fence. It's on the x-axis. To be in a quadrant, you have to have both feet in or all the way in, or you're on the axis. Okay, so there we go. There's 2 examples, and we're going to move on to the next thing here. So just to recap, for the first thing that comes is our x. That tells us to go left or right, and our y tells us to go up or down. All ordered pairs have 2 numbers. Moving over. This is so much fun. Thank you, coronavirus. I guess it could be worse though, right? We could be sick. All right, here, let me graph another one here. Here's my, what do we call this axis? X. What do we call this axis? Y. This point in the center is called the origin. 0, 0 is the origin. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to call that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. Okay? So I'm going to have this point right, what point do I want? I think I want this point right there. That point right there. I want to name that point. All points have to have 2 numbers. They're an ordered pair. They're they're a pair of numbers. So we're going to always start with our x, because remember our ordered pair is x comma y. So that means we need to run along our x-axis. We start at the 0 to find out where it is. Well, this one is over to the right, so it's positive. So I go over 2, 1, 2. So that's going to be 2, comma. And then my y, I have to go down 1, 2, 3. It's going to be at -3 because it goes down. Remember, if we go down the x-axis, down the y-axis, it would be negative. If we were over here, it'd be -x. All right? Okay. So that was fun, wasn't it? Let's try erasing this. See how well it erases. I'm still in 5.1. How's my time looking there, cameraman? Okay, I got time to do more, or should we make another video? We should stop. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.